we're going to put example 1 and example 2 together. They're going to move kind of fast. Not a whole lot to worry about on this one if you remember your scientific notation from pre-algebra. So it looks a little bit like this. When we talk about 3 times or 3.69 times 10 to the first, real quickly, this is in scientific notation. Here's why. That number right there had to be between 1 and 10, remember that, and it is. And then this one had to be an integer, times 10 to an integer. So this one's okay. Now what this is telling us to do is this. It says move this 1 right here is saying move the decimal point 1 place to the right. So when we move it 1 to the right, it goes right here. It goes from after the 3 to after the 6, so it's going to be 36.9. Okay, now this one right here says move the decimal point 4 spaces, because it's a positive 4, to the right. So we're going to go 4 places to the right. And then when you move this 4 to the right, now there aren't a lot of zeros. Again, if you remember this one, you're probably okay and you're not listening to this. But if you don't remember this too well, when we talk about 7.3 and we move it 4 to the right, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that this thing's going to go away, the little decimal point, and we've got to move it. We've got to stick zeros right there. So what we're left with is 73,000. Okay, now the other one here, we've got -2. That means we're going to be moving to the left. So we're going to take that decimal point that we've got and go two spaces, or places, excuse me, to the left. So you'll see that it ends up as being, it's right here, and I'm going to get rid of my C here so it's easier to see. So it's right here, but we're going to move to the left. So right there, there, that puts it right in this spot. There's an understood 0 right there, so it's 0.09, 0.09. And then this one right here, letter D, we're going to be taking that and moving it 3 spaces or places, again to the left. So it's 3 spaces or places to the left. And when you get done with this one, and I would really recommend drawing on this as you do it, we're going to be going 1, 2, 3, and there's a 0 there and a 0 there, so it's 0.0045. Now here's a place, an example too, that some people have a little trouble. 618 is not written in scientific notation because it's bigger than 10. So what we've got to do is, we know the decimal point is really right there. It's 618.000. What we're going to do is figure out if we moved it here, because we've got to go between the 6 and the 1, that puts it between 1 and 10. That makes it 6.18. What did we do? Well, we had to move it to the left. So when it's in scientific notation, you would actually move it 1, 2 to the right to make it 618. So therefore we use a positive 2 right there. So here's what we did. We have to move the, to make it in scientific notation, what we did is we moved the decimal point 2 to the left. Again, to perform scientific notation, you'd be actually moving this to the right. Now let's try the next one. It's 2.5, which is great because that's between 1 and 10. So really what this is 2.5 times 10 to the nothing. We didn't do anything to it. We moved it 0 places. Then we finally have this one right here. Now we want it right there. So to make it be right there as 9.8, what has to happen? Well, you've got to take it and go 3 to the left. So really what's happening is we're moving it 3 spaces to the right, but to do scientific notation, you would actually move it to the left to make it the real number.